Hey, hello there. This is another game of Age of Empires, and what we have today, we have Tim playing against Zeofan. Tim, also known as Panda TV underscore 2430001. I really don't know why he's chosen that unique name, but that's okay. It's Tim. He can do that, and people will still know that's Tim. And the reason I'm doing this game is because it's a different kind of game compared to what style Tim generally plays. He's a very defensive player, and he's been a very good waller over the years. You all know that. And this one is different. He's not going to completely let go of his walling capabilities, but he's going to do something different, and I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to watch it from the point of view of Tim. I'm going to not go to Zeofan's POV. So Zeofan is hitting Loom right now, almost 8 minutes in the game. We see already Loom done for Panda TV R10. And right now he's hitting his barracks in 7.5 minutes. He's probably going to do a rush or probably hit feudal age and then do the rush. He's almost collected food from his boar, and is that his second boar? I think so. I'm not very sure. He's letting that sheep rot. He's happy with that. He's sending a lot of villagers to forage already, 6 of them, 4 on wood, which is pretty standard. Zeofan has gone to feudal age, and his base has been scouted by Tim already. You can see that. So that's Zeofan's base. He knows where his stone is, which is a little forward and not great. He knows where his gold is, and he knows where his foot line and his foragers. So that's good enough. That is good enough scouting done by Tim already. And if you look at what Tim is doing right now, well, he is not going to any of the resources. 8.5 minutes. He's not even gone to feudal, and he's on the 3 more pop compared to his opponent, 2 more villages compared to his opponent, and he's pretty far away from feudal age, and he's already started doing stuff that he's good at, which is walling. He's securing space, always a great thing to do, and he's sending out those militias forward. He doesn't have his scout. I think I missed that, but he's lost his scout already. He's walled this part of the base too, which is fantastic. He's got a lot of resources already in that walled region. He's got a lot of wood behind. You can see this wood is completely safe, cannot be harassed. This one is also very safe, and this one is safe to start off with. And so pretty standard from Tim, and he's sending his militia forward. And I'm going to fast forward a bit. It's not working right now, the fast forward. That's a bit annoying. I know that, and I'm trying to get over it. But yeah, that's one workaround I found out for fast forward. It's a bit ridiculous, but hey, what can I do? So finally, Tim is after feudal age. He's haven't managed to hurt Zeofan with his militia. He's roaming around right now, and there you go, the feudal age, and that's the archery range down. He's put 4 on gold, so yes, he's going to put archers right now, and he's put 3, 4, and 7 over here, so 11 on wood, and that's the double bit axe. And his militia is 12.5 minutes. He still haven't managed to harass his opponent. I'm going to remove the fog of war so that it's easy for me to understand the base of his opponent. Zeofan, who's got villages over here completely unprotected, and he doesn't have an army of his own. Zeofan right now. Look at Zeofan's point of view a bit and see if he's queuing in anything. No, nothing so far, and a bit surprising. He's got decent enough for food to bring off his first scout, and probably one. No, he's not doing that, and he doesn't have enough wood for the archery range. Mind you, he's gone to feudal age much before Tim has, so he was ahead on that department. But no, he's behind right now, and he's not being able to produce any military buildings, which is not great. If you look at Zeofan's point of view, back to Tim's point of view, and Tim has completely walled his own region. He's put archery ranges down. He's taking out archery. He's bringing his blacksmith down. He's putting a second layer of wall. So he's doing his stuff, the stuff that he does pretty well. Out of villagers, that is okay, and he's in a better position right now than his opponent. And though that's the scouts going forward who take care of these militia, which are 4 attack right now. compared to the 3 plus 2 of the Scout Cavalry in Feudal Age, and that's the cleanup done by Zeofan. And we'll look at what Tim does now. Tim is not sending, he's sending a lot of villagers on stone, which means what? Which means Tower Rush. Yes, a Took Tower Rush is what Tim is possibly planning to do. Are we seeing villages going forward right now? Possibly these villages on gold. Yes, that's the wall deleted, and those villages are going to go forward along with these armies. I think that was pre-decided 15 minutes into the game, so that's not a very bad timing actually. That's pretty decent. He's already put a lot on stone, so he's losing important villages on important resources because stone is not that important, right? So it's just got only 3 on gold, but it's going to put more on gold surely. It's taking on villages and putting them on gold, and it's taking on archery. It's taking on archers from the archery ranges, and it's taking the villages forward for the possible tower rush. Yes, Zeofan has now seen it. He's seen villages going forward, so he's aware of that. Does he send villages to stone? No, he doesn't. He's got a stone in a very precarious position, so he's not going to do that. He's putting them on the archery range, quite possibly because he saw those archers, so he might bring out his own archers or maybe skirms. But that place is dangerous. You can archers can easily get those villagers, but yeah, he's built a tower over there, so that is well planned, and that is pretty neat. But these villagers are not safe, and he hasn't walled it. He's trying to complete the wall, which is pretty decent, and that is a good plan to do. But let's see what his opponent doing, Tim, right now. Tim, and let's see what Tim can see right now. Yes, he can see the villages over here. He doesn't see the villages, but you can see chopped trees, so he's possibly going to go forward to this place because he still doesn't see the tower, so you can either come to this place or maybe this place. There you see the first tower going down from Tim, and oh, that is a good tower, I have to say, and that's a fletching from Zeofan. I don't know whether Tim has already done his fletching, possibly not, and no, he hasn't done his fletching, so he's a little behind on that front. But Zeofan went to Feudal Age much before Tim did, remember that, and that's the first tower going up for Tim. Is he doing a counter tower? No, he's not. Right now he's already put down 1 tower over there, and that's because these villages were not safe, and that tower is always going to be the only point of protection for those villages. So he's taking on skirms, which is pretty decent, and since he was a little delayed on taking on archers, so always a good thing to do skirms rather than archers. But remember, more skirms you do, the lesser chance of going to Castle Edge earlier than your opponent. So he's going to break down that palisade and then put towers inside, but villages has been removed, so no damage done so far for Tim on his opponent. And he's doing his fletching right now, so that will give the tower more range, that will give some more range to his archers, so that is fantastic. And let's see, is he sending more villages forward? No, he's sending more army forward right now. He's put down his first tower. He's possibly going to put down his second tower over here. No, he's putting it over here, so he gets some help from that tower. That tower is on the hill, mind you, so that is always great, but it's not reaching anybody right now, so not doing any damage right now. The only damage it has done is taken the villages out from this wood line and send them to this one, and this wood line is pretty cramped right now. It will look great if Zeofan finds one wood line, maybe take some villages out wide and somewhere over here, or maybe over here where Tim hasn't scouted it. Yes, Tim hasn't scouted it obviously, so that would have been a very good idea. A little risky, I know it, but I think not a bad idea. Look at Tim's pop right now, it's 52. Despite all the forwarding and everything that he's doing right now, he's kept his economy pretty decent, and he's just one more villager ahead of Zeofan, so he's doing a great job. Maybe Zeofan is not having the best of his games, but he's doing a pretty decent job. He's doing the market right now. Zeofan pretty close to Castle Age, yes, 19.5 minutes, and Zeofan is pretty close to the Castle Age. So it's interesting right now because Tim, though, is in heavy aggression, high aggression mode. His opponent is pretty calm and is quite close to the Castle Age, and is doing a counter tower, the first one, and that is going to be a little helpful for him to stop this push for the time being. And that's the Castle Age being hit by Zeofan, while the padded arch armor for Tim right now. So 3 towers, and those towers have idle army, they have idle villages, 4 idle villages already for Tim, but a lot of idle villages for Zeofan too. They are in this, but they're in the town centers and the towers, so yeah, a lot of idle villages for Fan too. And look at the pop difference already, 14. It's fantastic, right? 10 more military for Tim, and Tim is quite far away from Castle Age. Look at his food. Yes, it's pretty far away. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. I'm really sorry about that. And this is the only way I right now know how to fast forward, so you have to bear with that. And there we are, 23 minutes into the game, and still feudal age for Tim, and he has done one more tower over here. He's lost this tower, he's done tower over here, he's done a tower over here, and is doing a great job right now. He's not letting his opponent do or finish that tower over there in his skill villages, so he's doing a great job. He's put skirms close to the tower so the tower cannot attack, and he's taking out his villagers, even hitting the skirm, so that is a great job done by his opponent. And Fan is now into the castle age, and he's kept his archers over there, Tim, so that is a great thing. And he'll be really smart to spot those villagers and cause a lot of harm right now. +1 attack on those archers, and the castle age is on the way for Tim. And that's the knight coming out from Fan. And let me see how much knight he can make right now. He's not having a lot of food economy, so no, I'm sorry, but you can't take out too many knights right now. It might be good to take a few knights out and take these towers down, but he's not doing that. It's not very easy for him to do it because these towers are all over the map, and it's pretty aggressive gameplay by Tim. There you see, that's a fantastic work done by Tim. He hasn't let his opponent finish his town center. So it would be great if you can send some skirms forward to get rid of this archers and build this town center. He's already sent him back right now, and look at the pop difference, 22 pop difference. Despite so much aggression from Tim, he's kept his economy pretty much ahead of Fan, so it's great work. And finally the Rams coming out, but the Rams can be taken down by the villagers. Yes, that is good gameplay by Tim, and he's going to take down the Ram, and it's not going to be good news for Fan, who's taking out his second Ram. I'll go back to Tim's point of view, because Tim has a lot of resources right now. He has even resources to make forward knights. He's not doing that. You can look at his army. It completely comprises of archery right now. You can see 19 ranged units for Tim, and he's completely relying on his archers right now, and a few knights coming out for Fan, but he doesn't have a lot of food right now, and he's struggling with all these towers around. It's very annoying. These towers might not be doing a lot of damage, but it's all a mental thing, right? So it's very difficult to play a game where you have towers all around the base. You know your opponent is playing really aggressive, so, and you have a mind stone too, so it's a little disturbing. And he's doing a town center next to that stone. I think that's a very good idea, and he's trying to go away from these towers, this kind of aggression. He's trying to play a different game from a different point of view, and there's a forward siege workshop from Tim. He's possibly going to take out mangonels or maybe even rams, who knows. Let's see. And he's got only archers forward. There's absolutely no knight gameplay. Yeah, no knights from Tim so far. That's the first knight coming, and he's done his table, so that's good. He's taking out camels because he's already seen knights from his opponent, and he's doing his university to give some more range and attack to those already brilliant archers, rather accuracy than attack and range. And he's doing forward stone mining, and possibly a castle drop won't be a bad idea. A castle over here, or a castle on the hill over here, or maybe a castle even inside his base, because he has access to the base already. So there you go, the ballistics, and that will give some accuracy to the archers for Tim. And what is Fan doing right now? Fan is not producing any army, or is he? He's not doing a lot of army. He's doing skirms here. He's doing archers finally, and that is possibly because he doesn't have a lot of wood income. He's got only this wood line, mind you. That's the only wood line he has. He hasn't taken his villages away to some other wood line, maybe this one. No, he hasn't done that. He's too scared to do that. And look at the scale barding armor and bloodlines coming from Tim, which means that Tim is possibly going to camels. Yes, he's doing that. He's gone to camels. He's not doing knights because he has seen his opponent doing knights already. So yeah, but that's the only stable that Tim has right now. So I'm sure he's not going to do full-blown camel bonus right now because he's already heavy on archers. So yeah, he's going to stay with those crossbowmen, and he's going to stay with that kind of military. And Zeofan is pretty down on resources right now, and he's 18 pop behind Tim, and he's not doing a great job. He's not being able to concentrate on this game because of the high aggression of Tim, and Tim has done a great job so far. He had done one, two, three, four towers, and I think five, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think five towers, but you can see four of them have been taken down by Zeofan. So Zeofan is pretty good right now, in a good position to come back into this game and do some damage. And we'll see what happens, because look at the villager count. It's just two villages ahead for Tim, but that's aggression right now from Tim. He's taking battering rams out. He's bringing these archer ranges down. He's got a lot of army over there, and I'm a bit surprised that Zeofan hasn't produced the same amount of army as Tim. He can produce skirms. I'm a bit surprised that he is not able to do so. And yeah, Zeofan didn't move to another wood line, and that should have been a priority, but he didn't do that. That's a good choice on McDonald. That should have come much before, but that's a good choice. Finally, he can take down these battle rams. He can even hurt these crossbow, and so hit and repair is something that he should have done it before. But he didn't do it, and that's a knight's coming in finally, so that is not good. And that knight is going to take down this mangonels, coming just to touch this mangonels, certainly right. But yeah, this knight will go down. There are a lot of army already in Zeofan's base. He has his towers, so he's probably going to keep that mangonel alive. Yes, he didn't. He lost the mangonel, but he's lost his base. He's lost his attacking ranges, so it's not good news for Zeofan right now. And Tim is doing a lot of damage, and look at the score, it's 700 points ahead, and 15 pop ahead for Tim. And let's look how many town centers Tim has. We go to his base, he's got one town center. He's got absolutely nothing. He's just got one town center, and that is the GG. That is the GG from Zeofan. I think that was amazing from Tim. One town center game, and that's the stuff people do on Arena, and Tim decided to do that on Arabia, and he's been very successful doing that. Those are the stone miners doing stone collection right from the beginning of the game, maybe 12 minutes into the game time, and he's done an aggressive and amazing job, and Zeofan has really struggled throughout this game. So yeah, great game from Tim. And I look at the achievements right now, and you can see his military count is ahead of Zeofan, certainly. Look at his economy. There you go. It's pretty decent. It's much more than the Zeofan. Despite of all that aggression, excuse me, that is amazing. And yeah, Zeofan managed to go to feudal and castle ahead of Tim, but didn't have the army to support that early age change. So yeah, that was not really helpful. And look at the village account. It's almost at equal. But yeah, more army and more aggression, and Tim did a fantastic job. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back with more, and possibly more of Tim. And please subscribe to the channel and watch my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.